Do we have everything?
I hope so.
Welcome back to Rising Up. I'm Kristina.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jayla.
And we are going to take you on a little adventure. Today we have chosen to go to
the National Museum of the United States Air Force.
And this is a place we've been to many times. Maybe you've never been there before, but we've never been there during the pandemic. So we're gonna find out, is everything the same? Have they changed anything? Can you still get on planes? We're gonna find out what you can expect if you go and visit the museum, or if it's somewhere that's not close to you, you at least get a long tour of what it's gonna look like.
Plus, we are going to share some things that you may not know about.
All right, before we hit the road today, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. Remember, it's free for you and it'll help our channel grow. So, thank you for that. And before we get there, we're gonna go ahead and pick up Jayla's friend Emma to bring with us. So, we've got some fun things in store for the girls today when we go, and we'll tell you after we get there. All right, stay tuned. So the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force is the world's largest military aviation museum, and it can be found at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base just outside of Dayton. This museum houses over 360 aircraft and missiles within its 4 massive hangars. Be prepared for lots of walking, as this museum is more than 19 acres of indoor exhibit space alone. That is 1,120,000 square feet. And outside, you'll also find memorials that you can walk through and statues. There's also picnic areas, which would be great if you come during spring, summer, or fall. You may want to pack a lunch to go outside. Their cafe was closed when we were there, but there are local places that you could drive to pick up some food too. If you are coming here for a visit during the pandemic, plan on wearing your mask, social distancing, and following all state guidelines. They did make some changes, like you'll see the entrance is now the exit only. You enter over on the right where the first hangar is. And when you enter, you'll see kiosks there. Don't worry, the museum itself is free. The kiosks are set up in case you need a stroller or a wheelchair or a scooter to rent, which are also free. So just bring your ID. They're also on first come, first served basis, so get there early. But this first hangar that you walk through is titled the Early Years. This is where you're going to see planes from like the 1900s on. So you'll see replicas of like the Wright brothers' first planes and things like that in here. And there is so much to see in each hangar. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time to tour the whole museum. You don't want to miss any of it. I would plan on no less than 20 to 30 minutes for each of the hangars, so at least 2 hours, but that in itself is a pretty quick walkthrough. If you're wanting to stop and read things and really take your time to look at each of the things throughout the museum, I would estimate that you would probably need at least 3 to 4 hours. That's how long we usually spend, but really you could spend all day. It's kind of up to you. So we'll talk more about this later in the video, but there are really cool ways to keep your kids totally engaged when they're at the museum and teaching them a lot about different periods of history. Really neat. So keep watching this video all the way to the end because you don't want to miss all of the unknown facts and secrets you may not know when you're coming to the museum. And some of those things you need to have prepped and ready at home before you leave. So we are still in hangar 1. Can you believe it? This is only the first hangar, 1 of 4. So this is where all the older planes are kept. And I actually want to know, are you old school or new school? Which would you rather see, the old planes or the newer planes? Comment down below. Old school, new school. We want to know. Also in the comments, if you see a plane that's your absolute favorite, share it. We'd love to hear what that is. I don't know if I could actually choose. I'm not sure I can even decide between the old planes and the newer planes. There's just so many, and I loved so many of them. I don't think I could pick. Alright, so we said that we were going to point out some cool things that you may not know that you can do at the Air Force Museum. So we printed these out at home. You used to be able to pick these up here, but these are scavenger hunts that you can print out at home. There's 3 different ones. One is short, one is a long one, and then one is specifically for Building 4, which is their newest building. This is a great thing to do if you've got kids or even adults. It's kind of fun. It takes you through all the buildings. There's lots of fill in the blanks and multiple choice. Some of it is the answers are found by looking at the planes or reading some of the facts on the walls. Anyways, it's really cool.
So here comes our girls. How's the scavenger hunt, guys?
You can't find it.
You can't find it?
Yeah, it's like, okay, so it went from like 1918 to 1934, and we need 1920.
Ooh.
So before you leave home, don't forget, print these out at home before you leave. On to the next building. So on our way of walking over to the next hangar, I found a gentleman that I could stop and ask the specific changes that they made due to the coronavirus. Are there any changes that you know of that since COVID hit that's a little different about the museum? Like, are you still allowed to go on planes or anything like that?
No, we have a bunch of cockpits that you could get into. Those are all closed.
Gotcha.
We have a brand new entrance. It's an entrance only, which you came through. That wasn't here before COVID. They don't do guided tours anymore.
Gotcha.
Because that congregates people. So yeah, we've made a lot of changes.
Yeah. Well, have you moved any of the exhibits around? Was this this one I just came through in a different spot originally?
We move exhibits
all the time.
All the time.
Do you?
And part of that reason is because they've got new things and they need to move stuff around to get new things in. Sometimes some of these things belong to other museums.
Gotcha.
And we trade them back for whatever.
Okay.
So.
Do you know what the newest piece is that we should look for, or a new plane or anything?
Well.
Or what building?
The latest, or not the latest, but the best new exhibit is the Memphis Belle.
Oh, okay.
Back in the corner in early years.
Awesome.
Yeah, they did an excellent job of restoring it, better than I could have imagined. So I would definitely say to see that. They've redone some of the space exhibits in the 4th building. I'd say those are the major ones.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for all the information. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
In Hangar 2, you will find many famous planes from the Korean War, but also World War II, like the Memphis Belle, which is the most famous of all World War II bombers. The Memphis Belle is a Boeing B-17F flying fortress that was one of the first to complete 25 combat missions. The exhibit has interactive displays including rare film footage and personal artifacts.
Hangar 3, Modern Flight. In this hangar, you will find simulators that are at an additional charge, but super fun.
There's also the exhibits that you used to be able to walk on that you now can't because of COVID. Hopefully those are going to reopen soon. A missile gallery. This is one of the coolest exhibits, I think, in Hangar 3. This opened to the public back in 2004 and is contained in a silo-like structure that stands 140 feet tall. You can view missiles such as the Titan 1 and 2 and Jupiter either from ground level or you can take an elevator up to the second level and see it from a higher perspective. Either way, it's pretty magnificent. All right, now it's time for Jayla's favorite, Hangar 4.
Yep, that's because I'm a huge NASA fan and love space exhibits.
And this has a really cool replica of the actual space shuttle, which we're about to take you on. All right, so most of the things that you can get on are closed, but this one is still open, which is the space shuttle replica walkthrough. So we're gonna head on up and see what it looks like.
And if you notice, the engine compartment is bigger than the part for the people. The space shuttle is built as a cargo spaceship to haul stuff to space in the space station. Because rockets, setting up a satellite every time it's a single rocket is very expensive. They launch satellites and retrieve them, fix them. So, you know, the crew is not important that much, really. So, you know, you see the biggest area, smallest area is the crew compartment. So the bottom part's the living quarters, top part's the flight deck. When you go through the mid part, this part first going to the stairs. After you see this part, you see the restroom, you can see the hatch. You can't see the restroom, looking through this part. And then when you get down, if nobody's up there, you go to the flight deck, okay? Just kind of stay together for me, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I can't believe their cabin was so small.
Yeah, I guess people were not nearly as important as the cargo they were carrying.
It's crazy how tiny it is.
It really is. Not much bigger than the size of a bathroom. Whoa. Talk about crammed living quarters.
Holy tiny.
Yes. And now for the opposite of tiny. Look at that. That's pretty incredible. I think this is one of Dad's favorites.
Yeah.
Also, really cool to see all the uniforms up. There are so much more than just planes. You really have to come see this in person if you're able to.
Crazy to see all the differences between the newer planes and the older planes.
Yeah, there was a lot of changes made over the years, especially from those very first planes. And now for my favorite section, all the Air Force Ones.
You used to be able to walk through these planes of President Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, George Bush, and President Clinton.
All right, so I am standing outside of Air Force One, which is really, really cool. But it used to be cooler that you could actually get on the plane. But because of COVID, they have a lot of the planes shut down for you to actually get on. The only thing you can get on is the shuttle, which you saw us get on earlier. But even if you're disappointed about that, there is something cool that you may not know about, and that is that they have an app that you can take a 360 view inside every cockpit of the plane, even actually the whole planes in every hangar. So if you go open our description, you can find links to that website. Also on their main website, you can take a virtual tour of the whole museum, and you should be able to tour each of the planes there too. So check that out. Oh, found the girls. Are you girls tired and ready to go?
Our legs hurt.
Yeah, ours too. Let's head on out. So before you click out of this video, we're not done yet. There is one tip that is probably the most unknown tip that you need to do before you leave the museum. It is definitely a must, so stick around for a couple more minutes. Okay, so on your way out, you have to pause here. If you're an Orange County Chopper fan or you like the show American Choppers on Discovery Channel, then you've got to see the custom bike that they made just for the Air Force Museum. It replicates an F-22. It is pretty cool. Okay, resume. Oh, by the way, this is not the tip I was referring to, so don't check out on us yet. We're almost to the end, so hold on.
All right, so last fact before we leave. This is a really cool thing. So there is something known as the Aviation Trail, and you can pick up one of the brochures for it here at the Air Force Museum. Aviation Trail brochures. Yeah,
2 of them. Yeah.
Okay. That we can do.
Thank you. And there's 4 different locations that you can get this at. But if you get stamps, 8 stamps at the different locations along the trail, then they will give you a free teddy bear, which is pretty cool, which is called the Will Bear Right Bear. I think it's pretty cute. So if you've got kids, definitely make sure to get one of those, because that's pretty neat. And it gives you more places that you can go. A lot of the places are free on there. Some of them do charge admission, but might be something we make it our goal to do. I don't know, we might try that.
Yeah, I think so.
We shall see, but I think we're gonna wrap up today's vlog and head on out. All of us are kind of tired. Everyone's feet hurt and stuff, but this was pretty neat. If you liked it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. What else should they do?
Subscribe down below.
Subscribe to Rising Up for more faith, fun, and family entertainment. And until next time, adventure is out there. Come with us for the next one. All right, bye.
Bye.
Today, we are going to go to the National... Crap. I don't know where we're going.
National Air Force Museum.
I don't think that's actually... Oh! And things are falling. This is going well. Blooper. Okay, that's take 1. So, today on Rising Up, we are going to be going where, Jason?
To the National Museum of the United States Air Force.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I was about to laugh too.
I was expecting you to butcher it, and I just.
And I did a good job.
I'm sorry. Blooper number 2. Okay. I don't think we told everyone where we're going today, did we?
No.
Or introduce ourselves, for that matter. What?
I don't think we told you where we're going.
I don't think you told me where we're going.
My lord. We're going to take 20 minutes to get out of the daggone driveway.
Welcome back to Rising Up. I don't think we told you where we're going.
No, we didn't. Maybe you should do that
Come on.
Okay, blooper number, I don't know what that is. I can't count. Okay. Oh, before we leave, welcome to Rising Up. I'm Kristina.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jayla.
If you're new here, we're glad to have you here. We wanted to give you a little, I don't know what. Nikes.
SD card should be good.
Yeah, it might not
It's
be.
starting to go downhill.
We might have to delete some of this. Okay, redo. For real this time. I got this. I got it. I think. Actually, I'm not sure I got it. Okay.
Mom, you're recording.
I know I am.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on. Cutting. I got nothing.
Hi, welcome back to Ride.
Say hi to the subscribers.
Thanks for watching today's video. We hope you subscribe to Rising Up. Also check out our other channels we have, Chasing Rainbows and Paperback Princess. Their links are in the description. Also make sure to follow us over on Instagram at rising_up, for Chasing Rainbows at Chasing Rainbows channel, at Nothing But Brody to check out more of Brody, at Just Little Me to see Little Mimi, and last but not least, Jayla's channel for Paperback Princess. More videos coming Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. We hope to see you there.